why is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy. Look at what it's doing.
Get the fuck off my porch! Get your ass off this.
Hello you demons and happy Friday. You and I have noticed that it's becoming a lot more evident that technology and artificial intelligence is starting to get a lot scarier as it evolves. A prime and recent example of this is the Ring Doorcam company's new search party feature that was revealed at the Super Bowl. And of course, it's presented to us as a very heartwarming story about a community coming together to find a lost dog using their Ring Doorcam tech. But once you put a single brain cell worth of thought into this, it becomes a very weird and huge privacy issue. At any moment without your knowledge, one of your neighbors could be looking through your Ring Doorcam. Maybe even a thief could be looking at where you have your Ring Doorcam set up. And heaven forbid, and most likely, the Ring Doorcam could use the information that they collect from those cameras for whatever they want. And I know that sounds like a lot of spiraling right now, but as we've seen in recent news, a lot of that stuff doesn't seem too far off from possibly happening. I don't know about you, but recently I went back to my hometown and had a very eerie experience on one of my night walks because all I heard were a bunch of Ring Doorcams going off, letting me know that they were watching me. Now I kind of chuckle looking back at it because it's like it kind of invoked the same feelings of being at the TSA where you're just kind of enjoying a completely normal thing and you go, well, what if I am carrying over 500 pounds of explosives? But I digress. That night, I just kind of felt on edge, and I mean, like, heaven forbid one of my high school bullies has one of those Ring Doorcams and goes, there he is! And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to fearmonger or anything like that. I understand that the baseline for this Ring Doorcam is to just have a smart home security system. But it's just that. It's the trust and security that we're putting maybe just a little bit too much into with these tech companies. Which is why I anxiously present to you the X1 Neo, your personal home assistant robot, going for $20,000 or multiple $500 a month payments if you just, happen to have that lying around, Neo takes those repetitive household chores like unloading the dishwasher or sweeping and frees up your time. And yeah, of course, I think once you get over the uncanny feeling of having a human-like robot butler do all of your tasks around the house for you, I think it could be a great idea. Except that at any unknown moment, a human could be looking through those robotic eyes in the privacy of your own home. Neo uses something known as a human-in-the-loop system, or HITL. Be very careful with those Google searches, you're only 2 letters off from a very evil person. It essentially means that if Neo comes across any strange obstacles or odd tasks that it doesn't necessarily know how to do, a human will step in and control the robot remotely. And with absolutely no way of you knowing a task is deemed awkward or complex, a person could just be looking through the eyes at any given moment. And just a little side note here, if you might be into the tech business working with this type of remote control technology, can we please change the vocabulary when it comes to the master-slave configuration, especially when we're talking about a remote control butler human-like robot. However, once they have all the data they need to do those tasks, they will be 100% autonomous, much like synths or robots in Detroit Become Human. But I don't really think we're going to be heading down any of those timelines. I mean, I'm sure humans would 100% have empathy towards robots once they, show sentience.
Why you coming home from school? You're not learning fucking cleanly.
Give me a glass of water, robot.
Nah, guys, we are so cooked once those robots rebel. But let's move on from the home and hit the road in an example that's not only similar, but maybe even familiar to you. Waymos share this human-in-the-loop system for situations that are flagged, if they are flagged. Let's look at some of these cases that I am pretty sure will shock you. Police have had to intercept multiple Waymo for driving on the wrong side of the road, barreling through a Los Angeles neighborhood,
eastbound in the westbound lanes.
And doing an illegal U-turn in front of a DUI checkpoint only to be pulled over and not have a single driver to blame in it. But wait, there's more. These are only some of the cases that police had immediate involvement with. Similar to the Fae, yes, the mythological creatures, Waymo have cursed people's lives in very strange ways. On January of 2025, a man was caught in a Waymo doing 37 loops.
Yeah, I got a flight to catch. Why is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy. Look at what it's doing.
Luckily, tech support was able to intervene and he was able to get out of there suffering only minor nausea. Other times, the Waymo will park outside of a family's home consistently, like a predator stalking its prey. A Los Angeles family reported that a Waymo will park in the very same spot that they were dropped off coming home from a New Year's Eve party. It's even gotten to the point where their daughter will announce that the Waymo is home when they pull up to their house. Oh, if that child only knew what crimes that Waymo has committed, like hitting a CocoBot. But unfortunately, it's not always a CocoBot that's hit by these Waymo. On January 23rd of this year, outside of a Santa Monica elementary school, a child was struck by a Waymo. Now hold on, before you click off out of pure disgust after hearing that, the Waymo was able to slow down to 6 miles an hour and the child sustained only minor injuries. And by no means is this me letting Waymo off the hook. This is me just being happy that the child was able to continue on after such a potentially deadly event. I 100% think that Waymo should be held liable for this crime. And I know what you're probably thinking, Damien, I went to the official Waymo website and I saw that they had amazing scores. Well, that's what it looks like at first. Luckily, I had an amazing stats professor in college and she had a very valuable piece of information. She said that statistics can always be skewed to someone's advantage. And in this situation, we can see that the number of Waymos deployed in these cities is nowhere even near the amount of human drivers there are. Therefore, of course, their stats are gonna look amazing when they have one Waymo car per however many hundreds of human drivers there are. Hypothetically, in a situation where a company trains drivers to specifically drive a car and those drivers go around doing illegal things and crashing, we're probably gonna blame the company for their crappy driving program.
I hope they wash my truck tomorrow.
And in a lot of those incidences, it becomes a little legally messy because there is no human driver to blame. Only software. Okay, I know we haven't really been fun and silly in this video and you can blame the news for that, but how about for this last segment, we make fun of Elon Musk. I'm sure you are all very familiar with the Optimus Tesla bots, either helping people in their home, catering events, fighting in a boxing ring. Either way, when not being directly remote controlled by a human, we usually see these guys destroying themselves or the environments they're in. And hell, even when they are being controlled by people, you can see the robot mimicking the action of the person taking off its headset and then it just dies. And yes, I know, it's still impressive to see a robot do toddler actions and stumble around, but if there's one thing I want you to take away from this entire video, it's to not trust these tech companies with too much, especially your entire house. Personally, I think having a robot butler is disturbing on just so many levels. I don't want to be in a car that I can't control heading straight for a train, and we've seen time and time again that we can't even trust these tech companies with our basic information. And I don't know about you, but it's starting to feel like we're inching our way closer and closer to one of these futuristic dystopias like Blade Runner or Cyberpunk, all because of these greedy tech companies trying to pry their way into the most personal parts of our lives. But in conclusion, fuck AI, and don't let these greedy tech companies take advantage of you. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below if you've had any strange experiences with the technologies we've mentioned, and don't forget to subscribe for more spooky content like this. And as always, everybody, stay spooky. Bye-bye.